It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by the pride of Wyoming in his 6th season with one of the league's strongest arms, Josh Allen.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back who likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game.
23 carries, 56 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Allen running the option to the left. And he'll get this out to about the 40. Giving 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a second down and 6.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
To the air, Allen. That is caught.
And he will have the Bears first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Now we'll get a timeout as they tend to an injured player, and looks like that's their receiver, Christian Watson. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
At the Broncos' 49-yard line.
Here's Allen. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 23 yards to pick up there.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Allen off the play fake. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Kalijah Cansey
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of them.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Getting in there and finishing the play off was Myjai Sanders.
Sanders on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game.
They'll be led out by a man who took that huge jump everyone had hoped for in year 2, one of the game's brightest young stars, and that's Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations in high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior, whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and he's doing everything in his power to follow through.
And a Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Yaya Diaby in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The Bears at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
When you look at this Bronco defense,
they really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 10-yard line.
straight ahead is Hall.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This one from 35 yards away. Sanders' kick is good, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Warren will try the right side.
Fights through it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Denver.
On the give, it's Warren.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Jabril Cox there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Gibson will take it in. Touchdown, Denver.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started.
They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that. Because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Allen going to keep it again. Pushing his way through. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago! Josh Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are once again back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
At the 30-yard line.
A handoff for Warren.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Broncos.
Here's Warren.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence to throw.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Lawrence will throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
They'll run it. Warren.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Gibson.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Eluding the pressure. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Trevor Lawrence.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead.
That's the Trevor Lawrence I remember coming out of college. Never afraid to tuck the ball and go if people were covered downfield. 2 scores as a rookie, 5 last year. He knows when it's time to take off and put it in the end zone.
Santos now to add the PAT. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
First down now that the clock continues to move. Allen now looks to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And again, it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Kalijah Cansey. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
Gage going to go in motion right. There's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Hall up the middle.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On the return, Carter. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll start things out with an AFC North matchup. Baltimore heading over to take on Cleveland. And that game is tied 10-all in the second quarter. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a 1-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for, with both these teams in it to win it.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested. And
looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And this is caught at the end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That goes for a gain of 31. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
Now they'll empty out the backfield. To throw, it's Allen. Touchdown, Bears! T. Higgins, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Matt Eberflus going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Sutton now to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And Denver getting set to take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even foul.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
On first down, Allen. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down. Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And Boyd in motion right. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Throwing is Allen on third. That's taken in by Gage. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Second and 5. Option play, here's Hall. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they like some matchups that they had. Thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
You think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
Denver's offense now set to go.
Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A very solid gain of 27.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. That ball caught by Slayton.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Lawrence.
Going right side, he finds Slayton. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bears' 14-yard line.
And running the jet sweep here to Parker. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Warren will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
In motion, Slayton.
And this is going to be intercepted.
picked off by James Bradbury. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Throwing on first down is Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To the air, Allen. Short throw going to be caught by Waring, the tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Bears on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
That one caught by Gibson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
On the run, it's Warren.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Denver.
Now a run with Warren. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 60 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Lawrence to throw.
He hits his target, Lockett. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. He'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
On third and goal, Lawrence.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This is a 26-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on first and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. In motion, left goes Boyd.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Hall want to give up the middle.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
And a strong run there as they'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Allen to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage. Since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to him. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
So the Broncos now down by 10. Less than 90 seconds to go. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10.
Lawrence. That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
A gain of 19 yards.
Here's Lawrence.
Broncos first down.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing now, Lawrence. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Boy, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
5 yards to go.
Back to throw, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On 2nd down, Lawrence.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
A final shot now from Lawrence.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that 2nd half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for the Bears, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they're going to fall to 3-1.